Still eating the sandwich, but I'm back. How are you all doing? Yes, an early lunch. Another turkey sandwich. Because it's what I've got. It's tasty. The horseradish mustard. That will make anything taste good. Mm-hmm. Cheers.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the dead eels. They're fighting in the streets.
And the beer. And the beer. This DLC looks better than the actual game? I don't know about that yet, but the first DLC was, I don't know, uninteresting. It didn't seem to bring anything new. I like that we went back to the prison. I like the gang, the style of this gang here. Hatters and the dead eels. But, we'll see. So far, so good this time. Hercules IPA, it's your new favorite Sea Star. If that's one we have here. Is that regional or that's something around the world? Maybe we've got it here. Travel to the Ward Riverfront. Eliminate the dead eel. Mutineer. Wakefield.
We got here first.
Bring out the geezer.
We've been here 8 years. We ain't leaving.
When's your old man coming? To fight.
We've been making something for you, little eels.
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back
It's
to the
from
river.
Colorado.
We're a real
Well, there you go.
You're just a
We got a lot
bunch
of beers here.
mudlarks.
I don't know Hercules, but
Come on and fight. Or are you too busy making dresses?
what
You're no scrapper.
what brewery is that one from? I may not know the brewery either, but
That's what happens when you tangle with a dead eel.
What?
thank you, Eva.
Someone wants to be killed.
Hey,
Come on, let's get
could have sworn I saw the arrows. This is why I want a little bit of color coding. Just a little bit of shade. So let me know whether I've got a valid target or not.
You'll sleep in the river mud tonight.
Let me just...
Like, I can see that on the ground. When I see it on the ground, I know it's not going to land, but
Caught out when dead eels come across the canal? No.
Go down, you pig.
I am stuck. I'm sure I can blink out, but I cannot walk at the moment.
The password system. The Hatters are getting organized.
Secret password. Yes, arc pylons are dangerous. Be cautious with this equipment, it's delicate and requires a skilled touch to operate. It's also quite lethal. If you don't follow proper procedures, you will cease to exist in the wink of an eye. Short version. We cease to exist. Wink of an eye. chilling with some ramen. Come on, you're not.
I can smell you. Kissed your trousers, didn't you?
Don't project.
Come out. Sweet and gentle with you. Ladies' honor. Everything's tea with you. Must have been.
Beer is tasty. We'll just have to hope. Or they all notice. We have to-
Let me go. You won, right? Say it. Dead eels eat shit and like it. Say it and I'll let you live. Wait! Okay. Hatters eat shit and like it. Those were your last words. Huh?
Cool.
Gotta keep my eyes open.
Did you see his face when he asked for the money back? Like he was going to start begging.
Phil just looks at him like he doesn't even understand what's happening.
This place.
Should go get that.
No time to blow a cloud. We got somebody about.
On the other hand, it's just. It was a cute one, huh? Oh, happy.
Wakefield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Still see him squirm?
Edgar Wakefield is on board the Undine. He's put all of the on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
Notes from a Hatter spy. Mr. Hat. Mr. Hat. There has been interesting activity since our raid on the Dead Eels a few days ago. Looks like Wakefield has been rooting out Lizzie's loyalists and chasing them off or making an example out of them with gruesome killing. I don't think he's got much of a hold on this gang, and things are likely to fly apart before long. Also, I swear I saw a woman lurking on some nearby rooftops last night, spying on the eels. She saw me looking at her and just disappeared. Perhaps you'll know what to make of that, Oscar. Trimble's Coin. Excerpt from a book on noteworthy intellectual figures. The doozy. The halls of the Academy of Natural Philosophy are thought to be spaces where thoughtful discourse and enlightened tolerance set the tone for debate and learning. It is believed that reason applies, above all, and the passions of the greatest minds of the Empire are tempered by wisdom, custom. This is the commonly accepted vision of the place, and it is almost always accurate. Almost. Sometimes a protracted debate or disagreement can explode into conflict, and very rarely, violence. Such was the case years ago in the month of winds. A young apprentice named Piero Joplin ventured into strange new directions of research in the preservation of mortifying tissue, a field that brought him into frequent conflict with a student called Trimble. Joplin and Trimble often debated loudly long into the night, and the content of these arguments was well beyond the understanding of most people of the Empire, the author included. The rivalry between the two natural philosophers raged for months, but it is the climax of those events that prompts this writing. The two had argued deep into the night, the debate sliding into bitter personal attacks. At last they reached a terrible accord. Their mutual hatred culminated in a duel to the death with pistols. Under the gray sky of dawn, greatest minds of the Empire of the Isles gathered in the courtyard in a fashion resembling schoolboys gathering to watch two bullies fight. The editing's been pretty good. The quiet fell as Joplin and Trimble accepted the ceremonial pistols, marked off the paces, turned and fired. Each combatant fired round after round, shattering windows, chipping masonry, and splitting plaster. The closest shot to the mark was Joplin's, whose bullet ripped through the hem of Trimble's overcoat. It was clear that the dedicated study of the learned men had made for poor marksmanship. When all their ammunition was expended, both parties stood quivering with fear and rage, but unharmed. It was then agreed that the duel would be settled with a coin flip. A newly minted coin of the Empire was produced, bearing the face of Empress Jessamine Caldwin. As it was sent spinning into the air, Trimble called heads. The coin landed tails. Joplin was declared winner, and the feuding between the men ceased. By the terms of the dispute, Trimble was forced to leave the academy, his studies left incomplete, whereupon a dignified silence returned to the halls of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Whew. Still playing. 21 and a half and counting.
Blow off, Chopper.
How are you doing, Dina? Trying to stay fed. Rain doesn't fade too much.
There's the boat. Wakefield's probably keeping himself below decks. Whatever I do to him will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
Can't believe we're missing the Boyle party. Luxury.
Again, misjudging him once again.
Sitting next to the river. Or canal at least.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
Set on fire's worse.
Drowned is worse.
Who's your hawk?
You ever see a man set on fire? What does he do?
Oh, that was too much of a jump.
Two butchers came here looking for work, crying about their warehouse.
What'd you tell him? You ever get that creepy feeling of being watched? Had that a bunch lately.
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember.
Give me color coding. Engine throttle. I think that's our goal. Why not? Engine failed to start. Admiralty in the fleet. We did read that. Quite sure we've read that.
Why did I think this would work?
Time to signal Lizzie.
Mage Hawk, slightly annoyed with everyone, but still helpful. Mage Hawk works well for the story. I don't really like how the sibling stuff, though, is determined by your class choice. It's just kind of weird.
Here you are. Cut this bastard up for the haggoty.
Throw dice for his fancy clothes.
What's this business then?
Looky, look.
Catch this, you bastard!
You can just get a
Lizzie's tribe
cutscene
is assuming control of the dead eels now.
saved by the
She's
cutscene.
ordered them to give you safe passage.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield
Saved
set
by
me
the
up,
cutscene,
taken
indeed.
by the City Watch, and you followed him, took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you, all of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger. Logan, Douglas, Bang Bang, Ferris, Pigface, the Bakers, and Annabelle. Shit. 2 from you, Annabelle. Have a good night.
Yes, love being saved by the cutscene. Exactly, you should get to pick which one, Dina. And then it would be more of a personal choice. You should be able to bond with whichever family member you want to, not have it based on your class. A very bizarre choice.
That piece of garbage, Edgar. I'm still living with his incompetence. He let the Hatters cripple the Undine.
Ship seems fine to me.
They took the engine coil. We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore, not for an engine like the Undines. We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Hatter gang, right?
Can't really think about it right
I'll
now.
pay
Meaty
him a
Gray, I
visit.
have some ideas.
It won't be that easy. There's a
What?
snag.
Always is.
Not thinking clearly
What's
enough
this
to.
one?
The geezer's
talk
about
about it.
100 years old by now. He's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm. One of the Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone. I never got to use it on account of the gas. And being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
I don't know where you're getting your count, man. Travel to the textile mill. Or we were already at. The Hatters have stolen the engine coil from the Dead Eel's ship, the Undyne. The ship is inoperable without it and must be recovered before Lizzie can take you up the river to the Brigmore Manor. Travel to the textile mill. Find the geezer.
Picked up anything good?
You really think the outsider ain't real? What'd I see Dowd do then?
Just because he can do strange things doesn't mean there's anything.
I'm reading these comments. They're not. Thank you, C-Star. Thank you. Fact is, I'm way better than I was 3 hours ago. I was faded then. I was in my trouble spot. I've got an effective second wind. Of course I'm still tired, but I have a second wind right now. That is actually good for something. So, huge difference. I think you're just going on the clock. I think you're just doing math. Later in the stream, he must be more dead.
The acid flasks are brilliant.
It actually goes from
years ago.
doing okay,
Point a gun at a skimmer and he gets all
then
fucked
not,
up
then it
sometimes.
comes back and kind of levels off. When the stream ends, I
Remember
won't be
that
going to
scene
sleep
on the
for
river
like
the other
another
day?
8 hours.
You found out what it was?
Despite being really tired.
Rothwild's place.
It won't be
was
until
also the booze
sun's
we had.
down.
Blown
I won't
apart.
really let myself go to
Burned.
sleep that early.
Completely gone now.
It would fuck with my schedule. I need to go to sleep at
I'll bet
night,
that was something to
not
see.
during the day. Finishing the stream is one thing. That's not usually a problem. Sometimes I'll get really tired. Dinner time. I'll start to droop, my eyes will fade. But this is about as easy as it gets. This part of the stream is not the hard part. This is like the final stretch of a marathon where you just kind of get giddy. I don't run marathons, but I mean, if you run a lot, and you sprint near the end, you're just kind of going. Faded, not the hardest part. One of the dead eels apparently trained some white rats to come to this side of the canal and fetch shiny objects back to him. So far, they've taken a few coins and a couple of bullets back over into eel territory. Pike saw one carrying a coin and tried to shoot it, but his marksmanship is lacking. Be wary of them and crush the little things if you get the chance. If one swipes one of tools or keys, or something like that, be a laughing stock. Baldwin. The editing is deteriorated. Shush! Weird. I don't think I should be able to stand on this ledge. Letting me inch forward very awkwardly. Back again up here.
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Come on in, Hatter. Okay. That I missed.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
The man who runs the Hatters is more cunning than he looks. He can flood this place with a toxic gas. In time, it'll eat through our air filters. You may have to make a deal.
Password Swordfish. Fine. Bugging me, won't you?
Who just went through here?
The Empress did. She and Corvo were on a
I was actually trying to. I was an absent-minded attempt to cancel
I was just asking.
off the menu, and I wasted one of my only 2 healing
charge
elixirs.
of the gate.
Nice.
The rest of us
Since you're such a genius, it ought to be real.
Whiffed Shadow. I don't have anything equipped. Move forward slightly faster while in stealth mode. You regenerate mana slightly faster. Killing rats gives you some adrenaline? Yes. I guess. Oh, there's a hole in the roof. There's a hole in your roof. Dear Hatter, dear Hatter.
Keep banging around.
He's singing, he's losing it.
Let me see
See.
what's going on.
Not the bottle. Not the bottle.
Somebody, get over here.
Ow, don't. Stop. I don't want to have this fight here.
Get around. I'm gonna dump you in the river after I cut you open. This is gonna hurt.
I wonder if they have the key. Maybe they don't have the key.
Here we go. Come on, let's get this guy. Get around. You can't fight for shit. I'll stick you.
If they don't have the key to their own place.
Kicking his teeth.
He's shooting through the window. Alright.
Get on you with your rat face.
Ow. Come on. Come on.
I know you're here.
Yes, but you don't know where.
Must have been rats. Just a matter of time, buddy. Come on, spread out. Where are you? Help me look for him. Someone's about to get shit.
Rat plague. It's an old one, isn't it? Yes, it is. I am living proof that the elixirs work. Bull rat fetus.
We're gonna find your shark.
Saw those before and I didn't try to pick them up. That wasn't a glass jar we throw. But what did we just do with the bull rat fetus? Skeeves is gone. Looks like Skeeves isn't coming back from his patrol. It's been 6 days now. Don't get me wrong, I ain't grieving cause Skeeves and me didn't see eye to eye on many things. But it makes me sad because he swore he was bringing back a tremendous stash of coins he knew about up in the dried out waterway. I figured I'd part him from all those coins and a few card games. But that ain't to be. Who knows if that water ever comes on again. May just flush him out. But I doubt it. You get off duty tonight, we need to drink a toast to old Skeeves. Where's your mic? Where's my mic? My mic's right here. It's just out of camera. It does work better when I'm sitting up. I mean, I know it can hear me from back here, but I'm sure that I know the dynamic of the audio changes. 24-hour streams, I'm likely to move around more, slouch more, get tired. Sometimes I'll talk with a quieter voice that doesn't even trigger the noise gate properly, and it'll cut out. But when I'm doing it because I'm tired, it's really hard for me to know I'm doing it. I don't know if you're asking, assume you're asking me, but maybe not.
I see somebody who has my money. Huh?
What a waste.
You asleep? Get up. Hey, wake up. Harry?
Help me!
Cut this bastard up for the hack thing!
I need help!
Trish. What is it with these people getting knocked around when they're cowering? You try and walk by them and you send them flying and ragdolling. So weird. Let's see if this guy does it too. Alright, not much of a ragdoll, but we have sent people flying like that. Possibly even killed someone like that. Just walking by him.
Wait. Miscalculated badly. I predicted this would happen.
My name's Dowd. I'm looking for Lizzie Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer. Geezer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow, and not one of them came back. But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Dowd, will it? When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. Here's the key to the sewer entrance, and it's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Dowd. The Hatters will behave themselves, as long as you keep your end of the bargain, Dowd.
Yeah, I've got more time on PS3, and as you probably know, since you played it on PS3 so much, it's really buggy. Really crash prone and really buggy on PS3. Usually save games. Or many save games. Steam records it, but a lot of save games, like Bethesda save games, tend to record your playtime. So you can look at an individual save and see how long it is exactly. Not all games, but sent our head mechanic into the sewers to try and get the water flowing in the canals again. But he hasn't been heard from since. Lost other men trying to investigate what happened to him. Trimble.
This guy never made it back. Wonder if he's still down there.
Well, okay. When replacing the whale oil tank that powers the pulmonary machine, you will have precious little time to do so. If you fail to be diligent, and Mr. Hat perishes, you will release a toxic gas. It will end your life, that of your fellow Hatters. Have a care. Hatter Mechanic has not returned from trying to restore water in the sewers. He knows the combination to the engine room. Go up before we go down. Nurse Trimble's lab. Recipe required, okay. Experiment timer. 5 seconds. Why not? It's an alarm clock. Wind down.
Did I set this and forget? Running a war is getting to me. I wasn't born for this.
The effects of whale oil on the gastric humors. Excerpt from a natural philosopher's notes on the effects of whale oil on gastrointestinal function. Well, we'll see if it's 10 degrees out or what when the stream's done. Otherwise, a nice idea. Let's see. It is 20 degrees out. Oh, it's not 10. One benefit of this plague is the abundance of unclaimed bodies readily available to the inquisitive medical mind. I have been able to stimulate gastric function in addition to other organ activity through infusions of whale oil, the application of electrical impulses. I believe that such treatments could be applied to the living, and that it might prolong life indefinitely. When my process is applied to the stomach and intestinal systems, digestion does in fact still occur, although the end product must be evacuated from the stomach through tubing and processed by my machinery before being recirculated to the appropriate organs. This was a tricky solution to come across, as my first inclination was to break the food down myself and bypass the natural processes altogether. My subject has indicated that he no longer has a sense of taste. That might be a mercy given what I am feeding him these days. That's disgusting. Volume 2. My primary patient is no longer mobile. The loss of bone density, coupled with the amount of organ maintenance that I have to perform on a daily basis, means that he will be bound to a chair or bed for the foreseeable future. While this greatly agitated the subject at first, he quickly grew too fatigued to offer further protest. I cleared a room close to my lab, but with access to the mill so he could continue to give orders. Update: after 3 weeks of regression, the yellowish sores have reappeared around implantation site C. I was holding out hope for a full recovery, as the highest concentration of whale oil was pumped into this site in particular. salts. Special item? History of Lizzie Stride. The same one we had in Out's Place? Maybe not. Little is known of Elizabeth Stride's origins, except that she hailed from Morley, rumored to be the daughter of a seamstress and a traveling cloth merchant. Stride was forced to flee Morley in her early years after strangling an abusive schoolmaster. She smuggled herself out of the city disguised as a boy and became a powder monkey on a Navy ship. The ruse worked for a time, allowing her to see wonders and horrors that women in her society had always been denied. Her high spirit, charisma, and fierceness propelled her to the top of the pecking order in the small ship-bound community of children, and they grew loyal to her. Inevitably, her deception was discovered by the ship's surgeon when she was injured during a storm. Before the doctor could report her, she rallied her powder monkeys to toss the man overboard. A bloody fight ensued. Their brief mutiny was crushed, and many of her followers were put down. In the chaos, Lizzie and a handful of loyal boys managed to abandon ship in a skiff. Afterward, they found employment for a few seasons with a cartographer, working alone along the coasts of the Pandesian continent to map estuaries. There, the crew of children grew into experienced and savage fighters. At the conclusion of the mapping expedition, the crew sailed back to Bristol. Once in Dunwall, Lizzie and her hardened friends carved a space for themselves in the street culture of the city. Their nautical experience had them at home on the Wrenhaven River, a territory previously unclaimed by any gang. They recruited former sailors, pirates, and defectors from other gangs, took an unlikely lover, a naval aristocrat that arranged for her to carry merchant marine papers, giving them legitimacy in the eyes of the government, allowing her to sail through territory normally restricted to merchants. Some of those same powder monkeys from the early years still follow her, helping pilot their cargo boat, the Undine, up and down the Wrenhaven on smuggling missions. As the leader of the Dead Eels, Lizzie has an almost mythic reputation for ferocity. She files her teeth to points, and even rumored to have webbed toes. Enemies fear her unpredictable violence as much as they despise her. An industrious worker is a happy worker. Hey, Ryu, what's up? Okay, they all die. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Where? Okay. That was a hell of a landing for a water landing. Maybe it was the body coming down with me, but... Oh. What just happened? Go for it, Ryu. You got a lot of money. Congratulations. Well, that's a good thing. Cheers to that. What happened? Oh! Oh my god, congratulations. That's insane. That's life-changing. Good god. Wow, wow. Wow. Come on. That's sweet. Oh, that's incredible, man. Congratulations. Yeah, wow, that's right. About as wow as it gets. That's what everybody wants, right? Right? Oh, man. Well, that's hell exciting. Hey! Evil thing, stop, evil thing. Oh my god. Did I kill the one on the... I did, it dropped. This one is gonna flower as soon as I go by it. Yeah, I would call that totally life-changing. Now you can buy a house. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Do it. I mean, you could. Oh, hey, I knew you. Hey, boom. What a troll, that thing. Yeah, I mean, you could, depending on where, you could probably buy a house outright. Or just get a really good mortgage. Either way. Yeah. You get one of those tiny homes. Like, like the show that Rummy has been working on. Anyone seen Rummy today? Hopefully she's just completely passed out and still sleeping. But that can't be right. Maybe. But he was working on that show Tiny Homes, where people get like 400, 500 square foot houses. You could probably get a couple of those. You probably wouldn't want a 400 square foot house though. Those tiny houses scare you, terrify you. Yeah, if you were claustrophobic, you would not want to do that. There's someone crying for help. Help me! Ah, Lada car. That sounds familiar. And we don't have them here in the States, but
I was looking for my
did it have been
boy.
Catherine
He's
or
not
somebody
well,
was...
and I fell down here. I hurt my leg.
Who's got a Lada, or who was talking about a Lada? It was a while ago. Not what Catherine's car that she got a while ago, is it? Is it a Lada?
And worse.
Probably confusing
I think
cars.
I don't want to die here.
Still don't... Oh, ship there. Who's crying? Whoa.
Hello? You're not a weeper, are you?
Doesn't look so good. Very iconic Russian car.
Please.
Okay.
I think my knees hurt.
So probably not what Kath got. Which I remember when she got her car, and I can almost picture it, but
Hello?
water control station. Royer and a few others went up ahead to the water control station to see why the water flow stopped. They haven't returned. Been reports of strange noises. Few of the new workers fled for the exit.
I think I can walk if you'll just help me up.
Help her up, do nothing. Or poison ivy? Why not?
You alright?
Oh, sir, thank you for finding me. It's been awful. There are such terrible things down here.
Like you?
But nothing as terrible as I.
That's what I was thinking.
Lay down!
Bethesda melee combat. I realize this is arcane. Bethesda only published. Still, this is Bethesda style melee. For better or worse. Brigmore wish. We passed 22 hours. She's a Spriggan. Yeah, she's totally a Spriggan.
No. Oh, I know you're here.
That's an oversimplification, but there you go. Developer makes the game, publisher pays for the game. Sometimes decides what is going to be made. Or often.
I think Delilah wants us out of the way when her little ritual is all said and done.
Why?
She's afraid of us. When the change comes, she'll only want the weaker sisters nearby.
That makes no sense. Our power flows from Delilah. Without her, we'd be reduced to dancing under the moon and parlor tricks. You must be wrong.
Why else would she put us here, right in his path? I wish he'd hurry up and come already.
Yeah, it's a Bethesda game in the sense that I think they took a lot of, I'm not sure, engine and assets and code bases that Bethesda might have had and used them. But I don't know. I mean, it feels like it has a lot of engine and mechanical similarities with Bethesda games. But I don't know, is it using like a variation on the old Gamebryo engine? I don't know what engine this has. Why am I still zoomed?
Are you brewing the elixir again this week?
Please, I'm sick of hearing about it.
Nice noises these witches make. In the hole with you. It didn't work. Okay. The lotto your father won, what kind of a lotto was it? Like one with a whole bunch of numbers, or a... Probably wasn't a scratch off if it was a whole lot. Just curious what kind. Long time ago, when I worked at a pharmacy, I sold lotto tickets. Man, people spent a lot of money. Never saw any big winners. Small winners, never saw any big winners. Hey, Ramon, it is. Well, Ryu, that is still awesome. Super awesome. I've never won that kind of money. I've never really won money. Lotto and such. Moved wrench. Someone took the wrench to the water flow control valve. Of course! Couldn't possibly be enough to find the valve that you need to turn the valve. The wrench has to be missing. Find it and return it. Well, it's hard to say only divination when we didn't win anything. You know what winning that kind of money would do right now?
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Ramon, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. You play Dishonored, or big Dishonored fan? Wrench and rats. Okay, we got the wrench. Back to the valve. Not use the venting system until the fan motor is replaced. This thing nearly came off its drive shaft. I'll let you know when it's back up and ready to go. And maybe if we turn on the broken fan, it'll fly off its bearings and we'll be able to go through. Nice, you've been subbing to Twitch channels. That's a great thing to do. That's a great thing to do. Twitch streamers benefit. So probably flipping the switch now won't do much. It's got no power, but we can go put some power here. Let's cause an industrial accident. What do you say? Uh-oh! Damn. Hey now, Jumpy. Right, ventilation, maintenance key. Opened with that key. Yeah, making games is tough, right? Must be incredibly tough. But they seem to have done a much better job with Brigmore than Knife of Dunwall. It's simpler. The story is simpler. Allowing them to give us more gameplay that seems consistent with the main game. I don't know. Dunwall was kind of tedious. So far, this does not feel tedious. It just feels like more of the game, which is good. I'm guessing I can't just go between those, but I'd like to try. I was wondering if there were maybe two bands of electricity and some way of going between them vertically, but... Hi. Oh, hi. Are we friends? Good. Good thing. was here. Rimble.
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
Are we really friends?
Get where you're going.
Okay, okay. Well, if we're all... Boy, it's hard to tell who's hostile and not.
Kicking his teeth.
When people are just talking to you, you tend to think the zone's non-hostile. But then... Oh, are you sure you want some? You know what? Come on. You started it.
Wonder what got this guy.
Cut this bastard up for the hagfish!
In here.
This guy!
Really? Oh. I killed somebody important, huh? Huh. Oh. Well. Look out! He's coming right for us! Yeah, the 24 hours has a little while, but basically, want to finish the game.
Come close. Look at the pickle I'm in. Words out about your deal with Lucy. I know why you're here. You want that engine coil? It's yours.
Up, Woodsman?
You just have to do one thing, assassin. Kill me. This contraption, Trimble's machine.
Exactly, Kim.
Get it off me. Let me die. I'll give you what you want. All I have to do is pull that oil tank. No, not yet. Trimble's machine keeps me alive, but he's rigged it so
hey, Manny.
that gas will flood the mill if I die. Insurance. Search Trimble's quarters. Upstairs, he has antitoxin he drinks every day, just in case I croak.
RGD,
You'll
welcome
have to
back.
make some to survive the gas. But everyone will die. Not just you. These hatters. They're not my hatters, don't deserve the name. Trimble's been calling the shots for years. They can choke and die, every last one.
Alright. Oh, wait, there's no VSync? I'm sure you can force it. There's gotta be... Either you can force it with the video card, control panel, NVIDIA, AMD, or there's fan patches. I'm sure there's fan patches. That probably includes some sort of VSync. Was there really no built-in VSync to Dark Souls 2? Alright. The sewer, the lab, search for the engine coil in the mill. No, hold on. Blues, search the lab for the antitoxin. Being Treble, hey. Gotta drink a lot to see Treble. Oh, I have this from before. Oh, even better, we were gonna need to find that. All related. The antitoxin formula needs the following: oxrush flower, Jerome and Draper's Ward, Bull rat fetus. We happened to pick one up already from the dry storage room. Metallic salt. We already got it on the manufacturing floor. So... we need Oxrush flour, Draper's Ward. Sewer, Draper's Ward. Alright. Seeing trouble, you're starting to broadcast? Right on. Good luck. Good luck. Exciting. Can be very exciting. Are you brown-nosing intro bot? For the day he takes over. One day he will take over the world. Then we'll figure out who we really liked. Some of us are gonna be in big trouble. I missed the stairs, got fried by the pylon. Sweet.
What?
Come on, let's... It's gone. Where are you?
You got a camera set up? Good, if you're comfortable in front of the camera. And I didn't think I necessarily would be. It was kind of a surprise to find that I was okay being in front of a camera. I've never done anything like that before till I started streaming.
Huh?
Just everything was so public all of a sudden.
Run and hide, coward.
But I liked it.
Set this bastard up for the hack.
That was kind of the surprise. Oh, I don't want to die.
Somebody, give me a hand.
I don't want to die.
This is gonna hurt.
Apparently it is.
I'm gonna dump you in the river after I cut you.
What a pain in the ass. I'm getting out of here. Should never have allowed the stealth to break. Jerome's Black Market Shop. First, let's rob him, and then we'll pay him what we've robbed from him. Because that makes sense. Hello, Griff. Correct, yeah, BD Gray. We're already done with the main game and one of the 2 story DLCs, and I don't know, are we like halfway through this DLC? I feel like we're probably halfway through. Could be more, could be less. Hello, Griff. I hope your business is going well. If you're interested, I have a little business proposal for you. The canal here in Draper's Ward has been dry for some time now. Enough time for the prized Oxrush to take bloom in the mud. None of the ruffians patrolling the area know how special the flower can be, so I have no competition in harvesting them. But none of the alchemists or natural philosophers that can use them frequent this district anymore. Perhaps I can send you some bunches of Oxrush to peddle, for a commission, of course. And I can help you tap into an ammunition market here in Draper's Ward. Gangs have gone into full-scale war, so demand is high. Let me know your thoughts. Jerome. Sounds like we'll be picking our own flowers. Oh, that was rotten. Still produced health, so... yeah.
Oh, just let him show his face. See what I do there.
I know you're here.
Alright, there's the textile mill. Where are these
Definitely
flowers?
somebody about. Watch it.
Come on, let's get this guy.
Shit. I give up, Mike.
Oh, hi, Jerome.
Welcome to the Draper's Ward Salvage and Resale, or the Black Market if you'd prefer. It's Dowd, right? Recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy to have you for a customer.
What are you selling?
The best of Draper's Ward, all for sale.
Camera not knocked out of position. The little carpet I've got is slid all over the place. Move it here. Surprised the camera hasn't been totally knocked out of place tonight. Oh, come on, chair. Time for ammo. The one. All right. Back we go. Not really in the DLC. Too tired after 23 hours. Went low chaos in the main game. Basically high chaos here. Some stealth. I like stealth. I'm just too tired to do it proper right now. It's way too easy for me to screw it up and get frustrated with it. Yeah, I've left a lot of bodies lying around. Accidentally killed Nurse Trimble. Stuff happens. Okay, have fun. How long have I been awake? 27 hours? Not too bad. Yeah, C-Star, you got it. So 27 hours. Up around 9 o'clock, and it is just past 12 the next day. So, could be a lot worse. timer calibration. Calibration of my experiment timer is slightly off. This should be fixed immediately. I like to check on my experiments immediately after the bell chimes. I have this all perfectly timed from the bell ring to the walk to my lab. Be a top priority after you return from restoring the water flow in the
got good
sewers.
handwriting, which makes me distrust him.
Antitoxin. You drink it, okay? Drink me. Well, insomnia problems are not fun. In this case, I'm trying not to do these too frequently, so I don't have insomnia problems, because I was getting there. I was having a lot of trouble sleeping.
It's done. Good man. I guess you figured it out. You gotta kill me now. None of your fancy knife shit. Just pull out the oil tank. When it's out, I'll give you the code. Easiest job you ever pulled.
Good sounds.
It's out. What's the combination? Dowd. You set me free, kid. Hatters are finished. That's good.
Look, he's a liar.
And, something. Wish it had been Lizzie. I gave her the password a long time ago. But she never came. Beautiful smile. I need that combination. Right. You did your part. The number is 1, 6.
Trimble knows the door combination. Yes. What did he say it was? We've got partial combo. Huh. Well, what was he saying? 1-6 something? Oh, come on. Hey, 1, 6, come on. 6, 5. And a lot of rats. Are you rats gonna be a problem?
Chunk of metal. If this gets me closer to Delilah's throat, so be it.
Just kept going. RZD, the stream never died like it has been recently. I've been losing my internet connection around 7:30 every night. It held up, so I kept going. I actually talked about it throughout the week. I did not have it scheduled because there was no way to know if it was going to be possible. But I mentioned a few times that I wanted to, that I had my eye on it, that if a Friday came around where the stream didn't die and I had the energy, I would probably just keep going. It's the only way I'm going to be able to do 24-hour streams until my internet's fixed. Proper fixed, which could be April. So, you know, will there be another one in February? Probably not, but it's possible. Who knows what happens the final week with The Witcher? Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe there'll be just one in March when I can do it. Oh, want to jump. Those pylons are nasty. Yeah, it can. The blue light messes with your brain. I have these white lights. It's part of why when I was doing really long streams regularly into the night, it was really screwing up my sleep patterns.
We're not going about this right. We kill them one at a time. Maybe they kill one of us. We're not making any headway.
What would you suggest?
Mustaches, how you doing? We still friends? You guys cool? It's hard to tell sometimes. Really hard to tell who your friends are on this game. If there's any resources around. We might be about to sail off on the ship. We'll probably be given a choice to leave now or not, but just look around first and then sail.
Where's Narya gone? Toad's no fool, you know. He'll spot the straggler.
Hunting for me, kissing up to me, playing games.
She thinks she's still at a Boyle Mansion seance.
Okay, Brigmore witches, bunch of them in here.
I heard you know.
You use the lights to try and correct for the seasons, long dark winters. That makes sense. Corrupted charms. You read one about corrupted charms, this might be different. The following note was found at the site of a ritual murder, attached to the victim's face by 9 fish hooks. Yeah, this is new. Arranged in a suspicious pattern. Really? Is there a way to arrange 9 fish hooks on someone's face that is not suspicious looking? We inferred that the two parties were involved in a conflict over the construction and sale of a superstitious charm using pieces from older, possibly damaged, heretical artifacts. Full investigation recommended focused on the person named Lilica Urkonos. Lilica, you cheat! For months I poured coin into your pockets, paying for all the things you requested. Food and lodging at the outskirts of town, livestock with birth defects whose purpose I cannot imagine, toxic plants and alchemical materials. The baboon blood and cartilage of deep-dwelling fish were not cheap, I assure you. But even more costly was the scrimshaw I painstakingly acquired from sailors during the past year. Carved from the bones of whales and said to hum with powers from beyond the world. These cost me half my savings. And you swore to me, that you could provide me with the charm I wanted. I was quite clear I had your word that I would be able to visit Abrielle in my dreams, that I could woo her while sleeping. You promised that she would love me. Instead, you delivered to me this lump of old bones, scratched and hacked at, wired together as if made by a child. For 2 weeks, I kept it close to my heart. At night, when I slept, I did see Abrielle. Oh yes, I saw her lying with everyone I ever hated. Rivals and enemies who bested me in business or in sport.
Men who have bullied or insulted me, including my infernal older brother. I woke each morning clenching my teeth in shame and rage. Such terrible nosebleeds I suffered, and my hair began to fall out in clumps. I threw the cursed thing into the lake just to be rid of it. You told me you were a sorcerer, a simple charlatan, more like it. Be that as it may, I want you to know the day I decided to ruin your life. I will punish you for thinking me an idiot and taking my money. I could send an anonymous message, delivered to the nearest overseer outpost, but what I've got in mind is more fitting. There is a gang that operates in Karnaca, assassins. I want you to know that all my remaining funds will be spent putting a contract on your pretty head. You'll never see me again, Lilica, but when the butcher's blade falls on your neck, or when the poison in your milk takes hold, I want you to remember that this is how I repay those cheat me. Wow. Wow, wow. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. I'm jumping like a bunny rabbit, and I touch you while jumping, and now you're hostile. Well, that's just silly. No, someone's about to get cutscened. I hope. Boy, they're pissed. How about now? Do we get a cutscene now? Really? Make me waste healing items. Just because I was jumping? Hey! Fuck you! Seriously? What? I just was jumping around! We're supposed to be friends. What? Activate the engine from the bridge. I did. But I seem to have... Stop. Right. You know what? Seriously, you're all fucking me up here. I feel like it's broken. I mean, I've already... Something's very wrong when we flip the engine throttle.
Captain, some of us cut our teeth on whaling ships. We don't need the eels to crew this boat. We just need the boat.
Captain.
Lizzie cannot take command at the moment.
Understood. But...
Exactly, Deuce. Wasted all my healing items and all my sleep darts. Hello. Hello. 19 killed. 20 total. Alright. Delilah and her coven are planning something that threatens everyone across the Empire of the Isles. Infiltrate the ruins of Brigmore Manor and stop Delilah.
The Brigmores were an ancient family.
I think this will be, this is like the last mission, mission 3 probably of the DLC.
Since then, the manor has housed 2 street gangs, a smuggling ring, innumerable rats, and the Brigmore witches. I'd always left them alone, but now a painter named Delilah had taken up witchcraft and formed a coven. She was trying something. A ritual. But what kind?
Go play a game. Ryu, have fun. Congratulations again.
I cannot abide a mystery.
Baffle dust, okay.
Yay for buying things. Supplies. 600 for more boot stealth. Hole in the fence for 200. I'll take hole in the fence for 200, Alex. Okay. You're building it up.
I scouted, sir.
Stack it.
There's
Stack
lots of
those
front,
hours.
and I've seen evidence of snares. Also, maybe it's nothing, but I spotted several statues of the woman Delilah. I don't know what it means, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
It means trouble. Anything else?
They're getting in and out of the house somehow, but I haven't spotted it. Sorry, sir. Best I can do.
Good enough. I'll take it from here.
Man, after these streams, I gotta brush my teeth for like 10 minutes. Teeth get raw during these long streams. Whoa! Okay, that was a nice troll. Whoa! Okay. Let's leave before he comes back. All right, hold on. Let's leave before he comes back.
I hope everything is in order, sir. Strange doings, sir. I killed a hound in the yard, and it got straight back up and went for me. I had to crush its skull, to be sure.
I have 5. All right, what can we do here? Health regen. All sounds cool, but why don't keep simple? Alright, neutralize Delilah, Copper Spoon. Find a way into the estate, optionally, hole in the fence. Grab your cash and slip quietly. Escape ground. Estate grounds. Estate grounds. Hole in fence. Could be there where it's trapped, could be something else. Hey! Minute I thought it put me on the tripwire. With doubt on his way, Delilah had me disable the grave switch. Put it in the garden shed. Okay, garden shed, find a switch, use the switch. Garden shed.
Come out now. I'll have you.
That was a waste. Somehow I knew that was just not gonna hit.
Come out, dear. It's no use.
putting him to sleep will keep him from respawning. No. Nope, just a wasted dart. Nasty. Weaver, how you doing? You figured I would crap out? I have a long history of not crapping out. Haven't had a 24-hour stream yet that was just talk. It might have been one or two where I stopped around 23 or something just because we were done.
Oh, now there you are.
Whatever we were doing.
Over here. Get behind him.
Hey, hey, hey! Oh! For all that jumping. Can't clear the distance.
Tricky. This one's special. Oh, I'll find you.
Huh. Is that the garden shed all the way over there? Was it the honeybee mission? The mission about the honeybee? That's what I did too. Hole in the fence. Hole in the fence. I gotta see this. The hole in the fence that I paid for that I'm not using. Would have let me in over here. Like the garden shed is in the same zone, so same part of the level. At least does that. Maybe. Oh! Things. Oh, God, this is just... You suck at jumping. He does vertical jumps. He goes so high vertically when... Look at how high he goes vertically. He just can't cover any distance. Don't think the dogs can go in the water?
Eyes all around.
Oh.
Oh, I know.
Oh, man. I stopped now. Bolts still move very fast. So weird to think that they're outrunning the bolts. Bolts drop off. Or that, you know, they move, the bolts go so slowly they have time to walk away from the bolts, but... There, I saw it. There we go. Yeah, most people just use the honeybee. I'm sure there are people who had more elegant solutions. I did not. Honeybee for me. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's done.
Where are you? Aha! Sister!
Good. This is so bad. I've used all my darts. I'm just like dart happy. I've wasted a bunch of them. This guy hopping like a bunny rabbit. What did I do then? What, if anything, have I accomplished?
Where is he? You must be frightened. Show yourself, little toad.
What a waste.
Look underneath everything.
Rhyme of Rosewater, the Rosewater Hag. Oh, it's a rhyme, is it? Pretty long. Like a chapter to me. Excerpt from an almanac on folktales and superstitions of Bristol. So far, in this almanac, we have cataloged many trite and ignorant, if somewhat harmless, tales. But we must now turn to that special class of folk customs that can only be called wicked and pernicious. The worst of these is perhaps the rhyme of the Rosewater Hag. Variants of this accursed poem seem to predate even the founding of Dunwall, though its ultimate origins are lost to us. As to its meaning, some consider it a tale of revenge by a mother against her own daughter. Others see it as a supplication meant to solicit the attention of some ancient spirit from the void. In any case, the ritual surrounding the poem is profusely morbid, and in many regions is used as a primitive means of settling the matter between two parties where one has accused the other of falsehood. It is performed as follows. First, whoever is to be tested must find a fountain of standing water, cover the surface with fallen rose petals. Once there are sufficient petals as to completely obscure the water, you must close your eyes firmly. Place both hands within the fountain so that they are submerged beneath the blanket of rose petals. Then you are to recite the following verses. Rosewater Hag. Petals, petals on the water, tell me, where's your daughter? Has she drowned beneath the mark? Has she vanished in the dark? Petals, petals on the water, tell me, where's your daughter? Has she trysted by the well? Has she secrets left to tell? Petals, petals on the water, tell me, am I your daughter? After this, you must lean into the fountain, lowering your head fully into the water, under the rose petals, face first, with both eyes still squeezed tight. Count to 3 and then open your eyes. At that moment, it is said that the Rosewater Hag will arrive. If you are without fault, you will see nothing, except that you will feel her gentle caress on the back of your neck. But if there is falsehood or wickedness in your heart, you will see the horrible face of the Rosewater Hag, creature of indescribable horror. The hag will drown you in the fountain with a cord made of thorny vines. Obviously, while the Abbey takes things very seriously, most authorities classify this tale as superstitious nonsense. However, it must be noted that every year there are at least half a dozen reports from the countryside. Young women found dead and blue-faced,
with their necks nicked and scratched as if by a collar of thorns.
Come out now.
Woo!
We'll find him. We always do. Aha!
I don't have much left.
There! Watch out!
Nice, just nice. What do I have?
Help me! A stranger in the vault!
Stranger what? Stranger says what? In the window and back out. In the window and back out. Got it that time.
Dies.
Choke dust. The sixth stricture. Restrict the wanton flesh. Truly, there is no quicker means by which a life can be upheaved and sifted than by the depredations of uncontrolled desire. What avail is the concourse of a prostitute? The attention of a loose companion? Nothing. And what of the fruit of such unions? Only sorrow is born. Only misery is multiplied. Within these things, the outsider dwells. Page from an old manuscript. Dreary waters, hissing daughters, crack 3 green shells and steal their pearls. Turn the spigot and drink from the misery of a broken house. Gulp and swallow. Follow, follow. 3 wet marbles down the gullet. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday gift. The art of the enchanting garden. Effective garden design must entice the casual observer by drawing them through the garden gates with the promise of the idyllic. Yet once inside, it must continue to captivate the senses, compelling visitors to linger among lush greenery and well-positioned decor, the tranquility of a solitary pool, perfume of jasmine flowers, the drape of an ancient woody clematis. Across the estates of Dunwall, all these must serve to soothe and beguile those who adventure into the well-tended garden of our gentry. Whether one chooses manicured symmetry or the illusion of wild growth, certain fundamentals must always apply. Variations of shape and size to excite the vision, cohesive themes to calm the spirit, complementary scents and colors. As noted in the high-walled gardens of Lord and Lady Mortigan Pluff, place marble scripture throughout as a means of transporting the visitor to a world of imagination. Willy Wonka? In keeping with the influential vision set forth by the beloved Borrigan sisters, daughters of the late Jonathan and Olivia Sutter, coo to those visiting your manor garden with coordinated sounds, the soft splash of the fountain, trickling of a stone-walled stream, and the rustle of Sir Conan's sheath oaks from high above. Remember, a magical meeting place can be as simple as periwinkle-draped bower over a crunching gravel pathway, or a pedestal bench nestled under the boughs of Crown Willow. Petals and excerpt from a children's book. In the verdant garden, kneeling quietly, Rosalind and her basket attended a gathering of crown roses. Rosalind bent, caressing one of the roses, and she brought the shears from behind her back, where they were hidden as if she might spook the flowers. It was but a small thing to take a life for her mother. As she brought the shears around, she pulled at a stem, readying it for the blades. The flower did not comply, and rewarded her trust with a thorn buried in her thumb. A single drop of crimson welled up from the wound. Before Rosalind could bring her thumb to her lips, a hand closed around her wrist. Mother was standing nearby, witness to all that had transpired. The rose demands its price, my love. Do not deny the flower its toll. Rosalind winced as her mother forced her hand out over the flower bed, gently squeezed her thumb. 3 drops splattered onto the dry soil. As her mother walked away, Rosalind blinked away tears and gripped tight her shear. He left the garden with her basket brimming, 3 crimson drops and 1 crimson flower, all that remained of the once proud garden. Okay. So, all this work, and yet we still can't go in anywhere. The crypt out there.
It's here, I tell you.
What? Find a way in, explore the crypt, find the key to the front door. I should have gone in the back when we were in the back, is what I'm thinking. There's probably a back way in. Shit. Well, let's see if I can even get back to the back.
How long?
Front door is still locked, don't have a key.
I will comb her hair again in the evening, and another time on the following night.
Wandered away from here.
Then on the third, I'll put a
Did the lever actually open the grave in the middle of that and I didn't even notice? Or just me either? Maybe there's an entrance there, but that would happen. Yes! Sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Altamore. Nice. That was creepy. Alright. Does nothing.
thought the full district was run down.
Oh, I should have seen that coming. Why didn't I? Up, 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 up!
Contacting Coldridge informs me they've caught Melina in the tower. I need to tell Delilah.
Didn't you hear? She finished painting the air. It's flawless. She's begun the final phase.
Then she's in the void already.
Delilah has a studio somewhere in the manor. It seems to contain something of value. Isabel has the estate key, but I guess we don't need that now. Okay, Woodsman. Yeah, go for it. I'm not really feeling like I need one. I feel like I'm getting through okay, but if you want to throw something out there, that's cool too. I've ordered the lantern to be placed in my studio in the West Wing. Use it to enter the painting if your situation is dire. Lantern, Studio, West Wing. Enter the painting. I'll be busy preparing for the ritual and cannot be disturbed. I trust you can handle Dowd, should he materialize.
Won't be long now. All of our patience and work will be rewarded. But what happened to Melina? She
Counts as being spotted. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not worried about the alerts, but good to know. A second solution. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov. Oh, we have read this. Yay! We've already read it. Love it. Stuck on wood.
Sisters,
not cool.
stab it.
That was just not cool. Know what you get now? That's select it. That's what you got.
Blood will make a fine steak.
Good
Someone's
God.
done.
There are just a lot of them.
Over here! Oh, God! Take it!
Okay, there's a lot of them. Wow. Eva, thank you. Thank you. I'm still hanging in there. Sokolov, what is this? Have any loot or anything? I am stripped of resources. Oh. Stun mine. Yeah, I have stun mines. Painting of the possession target must be positioned above the altar. After preparing the ritual, the performer must lay on the altar. The ritual has been prepared correctly. The performer will then enter into the body of the subject of the painting. Warning, the subject of the painting must be the possession target. Any other painting may trap the performer of the ritual. Sounds like we may need to swap a painting on someone. But bone job. Undertaker, you move slightly faster while carrying corpses. And hey, Kath, how you doing? Just like old times. Just like old times. Current goal in here. Find Delilah's studio. Here. I guess we just keep looking. Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Get up now.
Oh, I'm tired, but game's good. This DLC is much more satisfying than the first one was. Delilah's Musings. I worked in my studio until late last night and completed the painting of Emily. When Dowd kidnapped her, I was terrified that he might already know what I was planning. It seems I overestimated him. He turned her over to the conspirators. What a fool. Once young Emily assumes the throne, I'll already be looking out one of those lovely brown eyes. There's her plan. Delilah wants to take over Emily. After Emily gets the throne, she wants to rule. Well, at least I got one good shot in the entire game. One headshot.
Hatters been killed. Come out now. I'll have your
That door. Mugshot, what's up? She's a madman. Absolutely mad. Mad. Mad, I tell you.
I know it.
How many witches are still alive? One. I hear one. It'd be cool if there weren't a bunch. Or it's only Delilah and a couple. Try and get a headshot. Welcome back, Mike. Hey!
You must be frightened.
Wrong button. Wrong button. Those dogs. Those dogs. Stop it, dogs. Okay. Tell you what. Those have bolts. Oh, fuck. He was clever. You know what? You definitely get my last explosive bolt for being like that. Alas, she was not the last. Rummy, good to see you. Thank you for catching me up on what was going on. I was wondering, I wasn't really worried, but I was just hoping you were getting a lot of sleep. So, best possible news is that you were getting a lot of sleep. Now I can be jealous.
Please, no. Don't make me eat anymore.
Brother Pradcliffe, you are charged with surveillance of the Mutcherhaven district and surrounding estates. Travel there immediately and report all findings to the office of the High Overseer. If any signs of organized heresy are uncovered, send for additional support. Do not attempt to handle the situation alone. Remember the strictures and you will not fail. Overseer Cranton. 15 hours of sleep. That's how you make up for stuff. I was unable to extract much from this one. He was well trained. Feeding him his former companion elicited mostly useless sounds and mess. I'll try again tomorrow until he becomes violently deranged, in which case I'll have little choice but to put him down.
I denounce the Abbey. Wandering gaze, lying tongue, restless hands, roving feet, rabbit. The 7 strictures are 7 lies. The High Overseer is the whelp of a wolfhound bitch.
What happened to you?
I denounce the oracles. The oracles. They saw. The Caldwell girl is the key. The girl in the painting.
Where's Delilah?
Okay.
We'll burn you to ashes.
Wait, I didn't get my... Well, that was cool. How often do I actually get a shot in the head when I'm panicking? Warning on corrupted charms. Vice Overseer Melios. While traveling in Serkonos, which is of course within your purview, I came across a matter that demands your attention. My brothers and I were using the overland route from Kulero to Karnaca, escorting 2 of our sisters from the Oracular Order as you requested months ago. My apologies for the delay. High Overseer Campbell is a busy man, as I'm sure you understand, and sometimes such deployments fall to the wayside as his mind is devoted to some immediate concern of higher import in our struggle against the outsider. Halfway to Karnaca, our caravan stopped in a lakeside town where we learned that a man had been recently murdered. Initially, this was no cause for our involvement, though we heard about some of the things found in his keeping. Red wax candles that we suspect were mixed with ox blood, clippings of hair, and a painting that hung over his kitchen table, depicting a small girl child carrying 2 dried leaves. I need not tell a man of your wisdom that these things were of concern, but other clues confiscated at the site were far more serious. The victim's finely appointed rooms were located on the top floor, looking down over the lake. He was a merchant of some means, and from what we found, it's clear that he was trafficking in heresy, attempting to buy an occult charm constructed of whalebone. What makes this case different is that the man was not attempting to purchase some superstitious sailor's carving from bygone days. Here we have a situation in which a private citizen, and a functioning member of society, actually commissioned the creation of a new artifact aimed at a specific purpose. Those offering this service, from what we can tell, were attempting to craft a new charm from shards of older whalebone talismans. Vice Overseer, we believe that this new artifact was damaged in some way, creating the rift between buyer and seller which resulted in murder. From what we've gathered, the item possessed some occult power. It also seemed to come at a cost, however, afflicting the bearer in several unwanted ways as well. Whether the individual or cult responsible for the creation of the corrupted bone charm made it that way deliberately, or whether their capabilities proved somehow inferior, it is not something we know at this time. However, this occurrence matches other such stories from across the Isles, as a coddled generation has grown more accepting of heresy, even taking delight in the tales of witchcraft found in lurid adventure stories. This is the result. Now even those with no real connection to the Void are attempting to devise their own disgusting rituals and talismans. Such corrupted bone charms and fractured runes could be even more dangerous than the original artifacts, as impossible as that might seem. As I must now journey to Dunwall to take up my next assignment, I leave any further investigation in your capable hands. However, I've left copies of this letter with several outposts along the way to Karnaca, and I've asked that any loyal to the Abbey who come across these words, they have the time and means, copy them for our brethren and for those over whom they watch. The merchant is dead, but those who crafted this corrupted charm still walk the land, roving feet. Our worries are not overzealous imaginings, as some would claim, but represent a very real danger. As you will agree, these matters should be of grave concern to any who wish to keep our lands free from the curses of the Void. Overseer Angus Duncan, Greyport Outpost, Morley. Woo! Wow. Yeah, there has been so much reading in this rummy, and it's been mostly good. I mean, very little of it has felt weird to read because it was too dry or too flat or... Yeah, it's actually good. Very good. I don't know how much reading there was in the middle of all this, but damn. Hey, Corbett. You should really get out of bed, but it's too comfy. Stay in bed. Stay in bed. Order food. Bribe them to come all the way in. Serve you food in bed. Getting out of bed is totally overrated. So, that was good. Let me grab a save here. I think I need to use the restroom, feed the dogs. I can wait an hour or two, actually, to feed the dogs. It's a bit early. But, restroom, maybe a run to the fridge. what's left? I think we're getting very close. I'm pretty sure neutralizing Delilah is the end objective of the DLC. Maybe not, but I think it is. I've kind of been building up to it for the 2. Finding her studio. I haven't found her studio yet. Granny's spell. I haven't found Pearl's. Altamore, you taking off? Cool, man. Cool. Jerosin. I'm going to scroll back up and check. I've obviously been missing some stuff while reading here. Altamore, take care, man. Yes, so we finished the main game, Rummy, after about 16 hours. Spent about 4 hours on the first DLC, and then we've spent nearly 4 hours on the second. So let me scroll back up here. Jerosin, did I get your message? Maybe not. Maybe if it was long, it might have gotten cut off. If it was a really long message, Jerosin, I might have not, and I don't see it here. If it was a Twitch message, not a whisper, if it was a Twitch message, I'm not, I don't have that message system up right now. Unless it's an emergency, I would check it after the stream. Hey, Parahalians. Okie dokie. So, I might have some powers or something. What can we do here? I've got 3 runes. We can max out Vitality. Or do something different. Bend time, some... How about more Vitality? Like I said, let's keep it simple. Bone Charms. Submariner, regain health while submerged in water. That sounds helpful. Sounds helpful. If we need an emergency healing method, I guess we could do that. But, Brigmore exterior, that's not my goal. As far as I know, my goal is not to go outside. We need to go find her studio, which is got to be inside. But I actually need a 5 to 10 minute break. We might be really close to the end, but I need a break. Definitely need to go use the bathroom. I do want to check on the dogs. Maybe I'll feed them now so I don't have to worry about the timing of doing that soon. Grab something from the kitchen, maybe even another beer. All right, give me a few minutes. I am going to break. I can't focus on where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going, but I can't even think clearly about it right now. It's one of those. So, let's see. That. Don't. You know what? No. You know what? That's not what I was going for at all. How about this? And this. Then I'll be back. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Don't go nowhere.